Okay, how professional do you need to be on LinkedIn? How do you use LinkedIn? How do you crush LinkedIn on 2023? Let's talk about it. Let's lose the tie. How about it? I'm a big fan of LinkedIn. I went all in on LinkedIn on 2022, and I saw tremendous engagement and interactions. And the reality is, I don't know why I'm on LinkedIn. I'm not looking for a job. I'm not looking for new business, significantly. So I'm not in like a B2B sales role or anything like that. I just like connecting with other people. I like learning from other people. I like interacting with people professionally. And so LinkedIn has been a great place for me to network and connect with other people, but I've also seen it as a great place for people to find new jobs. It's a place that I'm getting job offers all the time from. It's a place that I'm meeting new people and doing business with, and I'm finding clients on, even though I'm not looking for new business. And so being present on LinkedIn, and if you have an objective and a goal, that's great. And if you don't, I think you should also be present on LinkedIn. So I want to talk about a few things of how you can optimize your presence on LinkedIn in 2023. The first thing you need to do is have a great profile image, a very thoughtful, interactive profile image that represents you well. Now, I have been using a metaverse image, which I believe helps me stand out a little bit, but it's not what I recommend. So if you see my LinkedIn, I do want to caveat, if I still have that avatar image, that's probably not what you want to go with. I would recommend using a professional headshot. And so maybe that's with a tie, maybe that's not. But I wouldn't make it a personal, like with sunglasses on or a family photo. This should be a professional headshot that represents you professionally. So that might be in a t-shirt, that might be in a tie, that might be in a button-up, that might be, whatever your environment is or your profession is that you want to represent yourself. But I would make it about you and just you, and in a way that is professional in nature. The second thing is make sure your profile is filled out. This is more than just a resume. This is a place for you to communicate what you're passionate about, what you're interested in, what your journey has been. So make it more than just I did this, and this, but make it I'm interested in this, and I'm experimenting in this, and I'm curious about that. And so really fill out that profile and get a banner image as well. So don't just use the profile image, but use a banner image as well. Utilize all of these opportunities that LinkedIn uses to describe you. So as people are connecting with you, they know what you're about, what your background is. And honestly, these are a lot of the places that people find you by what you fill out in your profile on your LinkedIn. So make sure you have a great profile image, and make sure you have a complete bio and profile layout within your LinkedIn platform. The third thing you want to do is make sure you're interacting with others. I think people often like, what do I say on LinkedIn? Well, you don't need to say anything. I would just start by, maybe comment on 5 people's posts a day. And so read what LinkedIn puts in your feed. And if somebody gets a new job, say, congratulations. If somebody posts an article, read that article and share a comment or a thought about it. You don't have to go on LinkedIn and lead the conversation. You actually probably shouldn't do that if you're new to LinkedIn. You should go on LinkedIn and be a part of the conversation that's happening and see how people are behaving, see what you see that is engaging the most, and then interact from that perspective. The next thing you need to do after you've set up your profile and after you've begun to engage with others is to begin to add your own content. Now, the type of content that currently is performing, and in 2022 performed the best were polls. And this is a great way to basically create content, but then also listen to what others are saying. And so ask people, like one of the things I like to ask because I'm into technology is, do you like Android or iPhone? Do you like Bitcoin or Ethereum? Do you like Facebook or Instagram? And it helps me to understand who it is that's following me and that's paying attention to what I'm saying to give them better content. And so you don't have to really overthink your content or create this like really uniquely inspiring, Tony Robbins type of content. It can just be a question that you're really curious about your followers and what they're interested in, which will help you then shape the future content that you create. So begin to say some things beyond just commenting on people's posts. So begin to lead the conversation a little bit. And the last thing I want to recommend, and this is something you need to not overdo, but make sure that you are doing, that's to use the DMs. And so as people are DMing you, a lot of it's going to be spam. And so delete those or don't respond to those. But as you get direct messages from people, some of those are going to be meaningful and valuable. Be responsive to those. That my first consulting gig came from a random LinkedIn message that was so unexpected. You just never know. And I've been able to help other people get jobs from random LinkedIn messages that they just reached out to me. I'm looking for this, and I was able to connect them to someone else. And the way that we're able to help people or connect with people or respond to people that reach out to us on LinkedIn, it's happening in the DMs. So pay attention to those DMs. Even though they can feel very spammy at times, there is value happening in the DMs. And you might want to consider DMing a couple people. Now, don't be a spammer and don't be too aggressive in those DMs, but it's amazing who it is that you can actually connect with by just actively DMing people that you're connected to on LinkedIn. And the last thing I want to say is don't just be responsive to the DMs, but be responsive to the comments. And so when people comment on your post, or they even comment on your comments on their post, reply back to them. Stay engaged in the conversation. Don't just post and then let them talk, out of your post, but talk back with them and be a part of the ongoing conversation. This is networking. This is like a big digital Rotary Club that's happening, that people can come to and interact with each other and do business together and learn from each other and connect to each other. So jump in, join the community, add to the community, and be a part of the community. And I think you're going to see incredible success, whatever that might look like in your career, in your profession, by just prioritizing this platform and being engaged in the most native way that makes sense for the platform of LinkedIn. Thanks for watching this YouTube video. I hope it was helpful in understanding LinkedIn, and I look forward to connecting with you. If we're not already connected on LinkedIn, I got a link to my LinkedIn profile in the description, so let's go connect there. But I want to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments of what else would you do on LinkedIn to enhance your experience on the platform of LinkedIn, or others' experiences, so that they can crush LinkedIn in 2023.